Okay, so here we are in round one. We've got it. We are on the draw, and we've got a very horrible hand here. So we're gonna just straight up mulligan that. Here, we'll keep this. This is a decent hand. I wouldn't want to go any lower than this. We have a 2-drop, and we have 2 3-drops that we can hit, on any land. So I think that's fine. All right, so we'll lead with the forest here. Probably playing the Beastbreaker on 2 and hoping to draw our 3rd land so that we can, have some game for the rest of this. Hand up Silumgar. Pretty good. Pretty good magic card. Alright, so we have blanked so far, but all hope is not lost. We have one more turn to rip our 3rd land. Of course, as has been the case in this format, our 3rd land is probably going to just be a tapped land. I'm going to go ahead and trade here. Our opponent, likely has a follow-up play here, and we can't just keep taking 2 every turn. Yeah. Land. All right, we got there. As a 3-drop against our opponent's morph, I'm happy. Let's see, what am I happy doing? So yeah, if we're stuck on 3 for a little while, then I think what I'm happy doing is playing... I'm going to play the Artillerist here, and probably not block. I'm going to take 2 off of this morph. That way we can drop Sandcrafter Mage and maybe crack back if our opponent is greedy. Or, just in general, just play a big thing. The other thing too is this means that we can morph either our Sandstorm Charger or play a 4-drop and still have a creature capable of battling a big threat. Okay, so we've got a Monument coming down, so it means this creature is probably going to unmorph next turn, which means that we may decide to get aggressive here. Yeah, so our opponent does not want to attack. Which is interesting. Okay, they've got a follow-up play. Okay, so I think, yeah, as I said before, we're just going to run out some Sandstorm Chargers here to muck up the ground a little bit. If our opponent comes in with the Skirmisher, we're going to just take it. If he comes in with the Morph, we'll probably throw the Artillerist in front. Yikes. So blue, black, and red. If this is a dragon, we're in trouble. At 6 mana, though, I think I'm okay putting an Artillerist in front. Let's see how our opponent responds here. Okay, Thousand Glue. That's fine. That's going to be an issue for us. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and play the Sandcrafter Mage here, just to give us a 3 power blocker. And I'll put the counter on the Charger. In the event, in the future, we maybe are able to flip it up for even, more beats. But this is not looking good for us. We have 18 lands in our deck, and we've drawn 3 in, yes, let's see. Yeah. We've seen 12 cards so far. Alright, so with this attack, I feel kind of safe double blocking here. They blew a removal spell on our Artillerist. Sure. Okay, so they're gonna trade for our morph, and they're gonna buy back. What they buy back? Dousing Gloom. All right. Well, yeah, it's bad for us. That's for sure. great draw. We are going to play our Student of Ojutai to muck up the ground a little bit. And we're just going to go ahead and serve with our Sandcrafter Mage. Chances are it is not long for this world. Okay, that's fine. So next turn we can play the Sky Captain, and then we're actually in pretty decent shape. Unless this is a Reach of Shadows or something. And I suppose in that event we play the Sandstorm Charger to bait out the Dousing Gloom and then follow it up with the Sky Captain. Opponent tapping and untapping their mana quite intimidatingly here. Okay, Enhanced Awareness. Main phase Enhanced Awareness. That's great for us. I mean, it's not great for us because they're going to be filtering and drawing lots of cards here, but the fact that they are not being aggressive right now is very good for us. Especially because this means that we get to slam our Absent Sky Captain sort of no matter what, which is what we're definitely going to do. We're going to serve with the Student of Ojutai, though. So now it's not looking totally hopeless for us. We're 2 lands away from Sovereign, but next turn we can just play the Charger face up, which matches up pretty well against his Dousing Gloom that we know is in hand. So, yeah, so we're looking to pick up some lands here, I guess. Alright, so our opponent has filtered and drawn, you know, all the cards that they want, so we're going to be in trouble. Probably. It's possible that this is the opponent with Crux of Fate as well. You know, we saw that going around in the draft, so any black opponent we see, we have to respect that as an ability. Which may be, depending on... Okay, Ruthless Deathfang. Pretty good. Pretty good. Alright. We're going to run out this Conifer Strider, though, since it can battle with his Deathfang here. As far as other things go, I think we just sit. For our opponent's in a pretty good spot though right now. I mean, they've got sort of the inevitability from the monument, so you know they can just trade on the ground with us until we run out of gas. They don't know we have the Sovereign in hand, but I don't hate where our opponent is right now. Yep. So they're going to come crashing in here. Also, wow, Karsi High Priest plus Ruthless Deathfang. That's brutal for us. We want to keep their board as diminished as possible. Okay, so we're looking to take 8 here. I'm going to go ahead and block with the Sky Captain. Save us some damage here, and I'm going to crack back with the Conifer Strider for full force. One short on Temur War Shaman. We're going to serve with both of our creatures here. So we're going to play the Sandstorm Charger just face up. Or let's see, do I want to play it face up or face down? So if I play it face down, then next turn I can be attacking for 4, 11... Yeah, okay, I'm going to... Let's see, 3. I have the same power toughness either way, so I'm going to go ahead and play it face up, just because we know that our opponent has Dousing Gloom. I'm going to play it face up, and we're going to hope to hit our 6th land and then our 7th land straight off the top here. We did luck out that our opponent's pretty slow and grindy. You know, on our 6 was not great. And we stumbled on mana there, so we're pretty lucky to still be in this game. You know, some of the more aggressive decks, especially, you know, for a deck playing red, these more aggressive decks, they can just eat you alive. Alright, taking 4 here. Opponent did not activate their monument. Maybe looking to trade it with our Conifer Strider? I find that kind of odd. Alright, what does Temur War Shaman do? Okay. Oh, well, maybe I should have had this face down. No, I mean, he would have just Dousing Gloomed it. We're going to manifest the top card, and... Okay. So I think here we will trade our Conifer Strider with the Monument. taking their clock in the air down is pretty good for us, considering, you know, if we hit our 7th land, we're going to be in decent shape. So I'm just going to run out our War Shaman here. Maybe we manifest something good too. Though chances are they just douse it. Well, it's a land anyway, so douse away. Sure. Maybe I should have been more aggressive. Maybe I should have cracked in there with all my guys. Opponent's flooding out, though. Maybe okay. Okay. It's good for us. Servant of the Scale is fine. This gives us something good to sacrifice if he uses his Karsi High Priest here. Which means that we're just going to serve with the War Shaman. Yeah, because they... Alright, they're going to try to get cute. I guess they still have the Douse and Gloom in hand. So... Or no. Yeah, okay, they still have the Douse and Gloom in hand. So we're going to 2-for-1 them. There. That's fine. Okay. So... Yeah, I mean, this isn't a game that looks amazing for us, or looked amazing for us, but it looks like we may get out of it alive here. I'm gonna go ahead and crash in the team. Let our opponent decide what to do here. Alright, so it's possible they drew a counter spell, but they've got one spell in hand. It was off the top. I'm gonna go for it. Alright. I think it's pretty hard for us to lose this game now. Even if our opponent has Crux of Fate, like, we just keep putting this on top and replaying it. Yeah, I don't think they can win. Alright. Great. So, going into round 2 here, what did we see from our opponent? We saw a lot of flyers. So, Pinion Feast, definitely going to be good. Maybe that means we play... Yeah, we've got both Artillerists in the deck. What else did we really see from them? Maybe that means we play Shape the Sands? No, that card looks awful. Display of Dominance could be good. Did we really see... I mean, we can blank their removal spells, and maybe they have something non-creature in the deck. The Monument was kind of an issue for us, but we already have our Survivalist for that. What looked bad? You know what? Actually, things looked pretty good in that game. Yeah. Servant of the Scale actually looks like really good against our opponent, who's trying to make us sacrifice creatures. So I think I'm just gonna run it back this way, and you know, if it turns out that they do have some bomb, we can play display in the 3rd game. But I think this is fine for now. I guess I could maybe cut a charger for a display. Yeah. Yeah, I'll cut a charger for a display. Let's see how this goes. All right. I think we have a keep as well. This is again like a little bit iffy, but we have a 1-drop, and then we have, you know, if we hit into any land, we've got 2 3s. So I think that's fine. Yep. And we are we're a little bit greedy and just, you know, not punished at all, because here's all 3 of our colors, yeah, we're gonna be pretty aggressive here. No turn 2 from our opponent. Okay, pretty happy about that. Let's go ahead and run out the white, just in case. I don't think that I will Valorous Stance my 1/1, but it's a possibility, I suppose. Yeah, alright, our opponent anticipating here. So we've got, next turn, Artillerist, and then probably into Conifer Strider. And then we have Valorous Stance to protect our Strider, so we can apply, sort of a lot of pressure very quickly. The other option that we have is just running Artillerist into Artillerist. If this was a hand that we had kept on the play, I think we would be in a super solid position. Custodian of the Trove. Troved. Honors Reward, quite good here. Custodian's a pretty good card for our opponent to bring in against us. And maybe... Ugh. That'd be so janky to Valorous Stance our opponent's Custodian. I suppose I could Honors Reward as another option. That might be a better option, actually. Alright, so we got a Pristine Skywise. The other thing that we can do here is we can just play our Conifer Strider, and next turn, if we draw another white source, we can Honors Reward and Valorous Stance. Or play another Artillerist and Valorous Stance. Yeah, I kind of like Conifer Strider and Honors Reward. I think that's going to be very hard for our opponent to deal with. Though Custodian's an issue. Updraft. Updraft. Decent. Alright. Pinion Feast, we're 1 mana away from. Okay, so this is a little bit tricky for us. Because if I serve with the Conifer Strider and they put both of these guys in front, then Honors Reward doesn't really get me there. So, what I could do is I could just serve with the Conifer Strider and trade for one of their creatures. Or I could pass the turn and then Honors Reward during their end step, and then I have Valorous Stance up, or maybe Pinion Feast. They seem to be stuck on mana at this point. Yeah, this is tough. So I think what I'm going to do here is I'm going to actually crack... Yeah, do I do that? Yeah, I'm going to crack in with the Servant here. And they may just... Okay, they're gonna take the bait. We're going to move that counter over to our Conifer Strider. It's going to make our math a lot easier. And if they have some sacrifice effect, we can just sack the Artillerist, and it's not going to be the end of the world. Oh, I guess this is an issue now with Honors Reward. Okay. Well, you look like a good candidate for Valorous Stance or Pinion Feast. Alright, we're going to go ahead and still cast our Honors Reward, even though we did screw that up a little bit. And we're going to follow up with some combat here. So if I attack with the Artillerist, they put the Morph and the they just put these two in front of it, right? And if they do that, I can Valorous Stance that guy. Yeah, that doesn't seem so great. I'm just going to play out the Sky Captain here. Sit behind our gigantic, powerful team. Yeah, I mean, I think if we sort of play this right, our opponent does have a handful of spells, so we should be cognizant of that. Okay, wow. All right, well, that's getting that's gonna either get Pinion Feast, which would be great, or Valorous Stance here. No way we are letting our opponent untap with that. Well, display looking pretty bad here. We're just gonna go ahead and destroy this guy. Boom. 1, 2. Okay. So we dodged a bullet there. Though it would have been nice to hit a 5th land and Pinion Feast instead. Yeah, I guess we just wait here. Be patient. We've got very powerful spells, Pinion Feast and Pristine Skywise, very good. Also, if they go for some big removal spell here, then we're in pretty decent shape. Boltwing Marauder. Well, that's pretty good. All right, well, our opponent's got dragons too, I guess. So we want to hit a land off the top here. We did not. So we will play our Beast Breaker, I guess. Yeah, that's fine. Hold up display. They have a removal spell. I mean, the good news is that this Boltwing Marauder is going to trade with our Artillerist, most likely. Like, our opponent still doesn't have good attacks. And if they have a removal spell or something. So whenever another target creature gets +2/+0, okay. It's pretty good. This morph has just been sitting there the whole game, though. God, that's scary. Yep, we're gonna block. Hopefully our opponent just didn't realize that Artillerists had reach. Yep. If they follow up with another rare dragon, I'm gonna be livid. Oh man, alright. We are just getting the raw end of the stick here. Yeah, we just don't have anything to be doing right now. I think we just we could commit another Artillerist to the board just for the power, but we've got like a big board, so I think we're just gonna hold display and just hope that our opponent gets greedy and throws up some sort of spell. I mean, they're probably just moving to unmorph this turn, but we just need to hit this 5th land already. So what can I do here? I can't do anything. Yeah. Kind of surprising that our opponent chose not to use this ability, to enhanced awareness during their own turn. Considering that they could have, made an attack in, with the morph or something with the prowess. Which makes me believe that the morph is something that's going to matter very much in combat. That they don't feel comfortable letting my Conifer Strider have free reign, so they've got this morph here to deal with it. Opponent still has a full grip, as do we. But our opponent has the mana to really make use of it much better than we do. Ojutai Summons. That's going to be good. Yep. Ojutai Summons is good. So here, if I block with the Sky Captain, bolster onto my Conifer Strider, then it's at 4 toughness. I think I'm just gonna hold onto the Sky Captain for now. Like we've got a high enough life total, and I'd rather trade it for something than just give it away. All right, there we go. So now the question is, what do we do? I think our opponent is going to come in with the Adept, so we're going to Pinion Feast it. But we're going to be patient. We are going to... Yeah, what are we going to do here? Our opponent's been holding up so much mana and not committing it to the board. The other thing I can do is I can just play an Artillerist and... No, that does. Yeah, that seems like so weak. All right, I'm gonna pass here. We may even also just take whatever beating we get from our opponent with the Mistfire Adept. So then, when is the opportune time to cast this Pinion Feast? I suppose it's going to be just before blocks. Maybe they're just super flooded. Come on, resolve, resolve! Nice. Okay, we're gonna bolster onto our unkillable gigantic dude. And I'm not gonna block with the Sky Captain here. So maybe, yeah, maybe this is the guy that buys back stuff. Maybe I should have bolstered onto the Sky Captain so that I could eat his Jin. Yeah, this is tough. Alright. Well, we've got some beef coming down the pipeline, so I kind of feel like making our opponent respect the Conifer Strider here. Yeah, okay. They're going to buy back their Anticipate, I guess. Ojutai summons. Oh, that's super bad for us. Yep. I mean, we're going to be slamming a pristine Skywise, but still, eating, yeah. It's gonna be real rough for us. I mean, they were probably gonna buy that back anyway, but bolstering onto that guy looks pretty rough right now because I maybe should have thrown it onto my Sky Captain to eat another Jin here. I'm definitely gonna go ahead and throw the Sky Captain in front now, because it makes my Beast Breaker fight through his stuff. Alright. Cast an Ojutai summons. Aven Surveyor. Ugh. Brutal. And if they have a land to follow this up with, that's going to be even worse for us. No, okay. They've just got more ground dudes. That's fine. Survivalist also decent here. I think we just say... we just... Well, yeah. We just cast our Skywise here and we say deal with it. If I come in with the Elk Herd, he throws 2 Custodians and an Updraft Elemental in front of it, and that's super bad for us. However, next turn, I can throw down this Survivalist and hopefully get there that way. So, if they crash in with the Flyers, we're not going to block. Updraft Elemental coming in. Updraft Elemental coming in. Yep, I'm not going to block. I'm not going to take the bait here. Like, I don't know what it is that they have, but they didn't cast it before combat, and they're coming in with the Flyers. Butcher's Glee, maybe? Alright, Death Fang. Pretty bad for us. Alright. 1, 2, 3. Cast this guy face down. I'm gonna serve with the Elk Herd. No reason to hold it back. Can't block. Let's see what our opponent does about that. Come on, double block. Nope. Alright. It's fine. Opponent doesn't have any exploit creatures that we saw, I think. If they do, we're going to unmorph this guy, and, yeah, see what they do here. Yep, Ojutai Summons is good. Alright, we are going to go ahead and unmorph here to blow up a Custodian. And let's see, can we do it? I think so. Can run out this guy and this guy. We're not going to get aggressive in the air yet, and we won't ship in with that guy either. Okay, what do we want to kill here? I think we're okay killing the monk. Yeah, let's kill this. No, let's kill the updraft elemental. It's possible that that like attack was kind of loose, but like, what else am I gonna do? You know, like just not attack with my 5/5 into his like ever-increasing board. Maybe that is what I do. Alright, they've got quite the Air Force there. I mean, it's possible that, like, even with pristine Skywise, like, we just lose here. Crash in with all their flyers. Alright, I'm gonna block the Aven Surveyor. Because, like, it's either we take 6 now and then 6 next turn, or we, you know, whatever. Like, I'm gonna block the Aven Surveyor and try to draw out a... Okay. Ugh, that's not good, right? What's this gonna get? Sure. Okay, so I'm still gonna cast this. Give it protection from blue. Still dropping to 4 him with so much stuff in the air. Temur War Shaman here probably doesn't do it for me. I mean, our opponent already knows about the War Shaman, so it's not like we're giving any information. Manifest as a forest. We crack in. Opponent to 1, and then concede. Alright, so that was, you know, pretty grindy. Display was not great for us, but, like, I don't know if it's bad either. Definitely we were having trouble with their flyers. If we had a Spider Silk Net, I'd probably play it. Yeah, so what can we do on the play? I mean, Shape the Sands is just so bad. I really don't want to play that card. What we're going to do this game is we're going to be a little bit more careful about our counters and using our artillerists to our advantage. But I think that this configuration is just totally fine. The question is, do I decide to draw? I think I do. I think I would rather have the extra card, and our opponent would also like rather not. Like our opponent's like not playing very aggressively, so yeah, I'm going to not play first. This could be very bad for us. I mean, like this is a fine keep, I think. They mull to 6. So, no whammies. Alright, we're good. That was a great draw. Because now we have Glade Watcher into Artillerist with Conifer Strider and our big dudes down the line. Probably willing to just trade off here. Maybe not, though. We'll see. We'll see what our opponent comes up with. We can block the hand of Silumgar at like any time, so maybe I'm just gonna hold back and see what they do with this turn. Especially if we can get them with a Hunt the Weak. Yeah, I mean we can get them with a Hunt the Weak here. So we're gonna just play our Artillerist. Next turn, Douse and Gloom on the Artillerist. Sure, it's fine. Opponent down to 3 cards. If we draw a land this turn, I think I probably Hunt the Weak on the Zephyr Scribe. Because our opponent's missing their land drop this turn. Yeah, okay. That is just what we'll do. As far as like blowing our removal spell, like it is kind of unfortunate, but at the same time, like we have a Pinion Feast in hand, so like our opponent's biggest threats are all dragons. And they're stuck on 3 lands. Do I snap off the hand now? I think I do. Yeah, I'm going to snap off the hand now, just so that my Elkherd has like some game getting in here. Sure. A little bit tight on time. Hopefully that's not gonna, whoops. Hopefully that's not gonna punish us too much. Alright. Could be F6ing here. Trying to get our dudes in. Lowest Path Djinn, not a problem. We're gonna serve. Then, play land and a Conifer Strider. Palace Familiar's fine. Getting aggressive. Alright. That's good for us. Yeah, so I'm gonna crash in with both. And hopefully Pinion Feast our opponent here to punish them. Okay. It's fine. So if I Pinion Feast and bolster onto here, then I just wipe their board. It's a 3 for 2. If I Pinion Feast... Yeah, I think I'm sort of priced into Pinion Feasting the Palace Familiar. Yeah. We're putting some pressure on. Our opponent's hitting their land drops, though, so... Could be rough for us. Seeing a dragon? Surveyor. Right, well, it has to be... That's fine for us, actually. Because they have to now double block. Unless he puts the counter on. Sure. And, I mean, we're just going to serve. I guess I should have played the Stampeding Elkherd out first. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Play... No. Doesn't matter. Yeah, I'll just play the Elkherd out. I'll pass. Nice. We got it. Alright, I will see you guys in round 2? Round 2.